Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. I pulled a new deck out this morning. I felt like I needed a change, and I was looking at the two on the table feeling they're not resonating with me this morning. So I've gone to the cupboard and just pulled out the Morgan Greer Tarot, and it's really tiny. So it sort of feels really weird. Okay, after using the bigger decks, which I have been for a while. I stopped using the smaller deck, so, oh, somebody's closing out a cycle here. Somebody's walking away from a very, and I feel like that's that's very much the what's cracking reading, and I'd got a new deck out so we could get away from that energy that was very heavy energy. But somebody's walking away from some sort of relationship that is really, really difficult, very difficult. So we want something different. So I thought I'd pull a new deck and try and get a nice new clean energy. But it looks to me that we have the Two of Cups coming out here. There's love here. Love, love, love. All right. They're very lively, these little cards here. Someone coming in with the truth. Someone exposing, look, exposing something here that you don't know. So with the Lovers card, with the Two of Cups there, might be somebody coming in to disclose love or telling you that they're in love with you. Somebody's wanting to share feelings that have maybe been hidden for a very long time. Okay. Come on, let's get going. I just want to make sure we get a positive reading this time. Something's happening very quickly because the Eight of Rods is coming out here too. So let's see what's going on here. I think they're really lively. They wanted to be picked this morning. And I'm sure it's exciting for a deck of cards when you haven't used them for a long while and they're sitting at the front of the cupboard going, pick me, pick me. But as I said, it's only a little deck. All right. Let's get going on it. Okay, so we have the Hierophant coming out first. So the Hierophant is a card that talks of traditional things, religion, large organizations, governments, but traditional ideas and ways of doing it. It's very much a card of the 3D. The High Priest is, you know, the card of churches and sort of the energy of marriage, and those traditional things. Okay, so the Ace of Swords has come out. You all know this is my favorite ace. The Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. It's the sword of cutting out things that don't serve you. It's the sword of not being afraid to speak up. It's clarity, it's precision. It's moving forward with a sense of purpose here. Some sort of truth needs to be spoken. Somebody here, Knight of Wands coming in here. So somebody coming in here very, very passionately here to express some sort of truth because they've had a clarity of direction. The Page of Swords very often it's the card of research. It's also, pages are only messages. They are not action cards. This is a card of receiving some sort of information here. It also is the card of research, so sometimes can be seen as a card of, you know, stalking, checking people out, that sort of thing. It's a little bit of an investigator. And behind that we have the card of the Emperor and the Magician. Okay, so that's really nice energy coming through there. It's also a really nice six-pack. This is a person who has seen their truth. They know who they are. The Emperor can be a little bit of a person who wants to control situations, wants to take charge here. Someone who's manifested something and now wants to take charge of it. Sort of the energy of, you know, manifesting in the 5D but wants to come into the 3D and be heard. So whoever this person is, they may have been keeping a little bit of an eye on you here, but they're coming in with a lot of passion here to express some sort of truth. And I feel this is in regards to having a relationship. It's possibly the card of something traditional, like, you know, an offer of marriage here. but there's some sort of truth here. For others of you, this could be something legal coming through here, some sort of legal, yeah, definitely. So if you're waiting on legal advice or something to do with a divorce, cutting out, this is a cutting out of marriage. Wow, okay, so there could be a number of things here for people, but I feel someone's either become divorced or has manifested something and wants to come back and show you, share a truth with you. Someone who's feeling very, very passionate about coming forward here. I feel like somebody's, whoever, if you're waiting for someone to end up a relationship, I feel like somebody's either divorcing someone or there's some sort of legal energy here around. It could be for some of you achieving some sort of energy of a court case coming to a conclusion. So if you're waiting for that to happen, it feels like that could be happening too. The Eight of Wands coming through like that says to me, whatever this is, the Eight of Wands is a card of arrows of love, sure, but it's a card of communication. It's a card of telecommunication. So it's something happening very, very swiftly, communication coming swiftly, which always makes me laugh with the tarot, because I think, well, that card was around long before we had the telecommunications that we do now. So it would have been, yep, someone on horseback coming to see you. They'll be here in several weeks with a letter for you. Anyway, okay, so we have the Fool card coming through. This is beautiful. So there's an energy of someone taking a leap of faith here. There is in his hand a white rose, which means that somebody wants to resolve something with you. There's a feeling here of asking for some sort of peace offering. It's a little white flag for me here. So perhaps somebody wants some sort of, it could be forgiveness, but it's more like a peace offering. But a brand new start, leap of faith. For some of you, this is about long-term commitment. Somebody offering you a long-term relationship. Yeah, look, marriage. So I feel that that was marriage up the front too. But I also feel like someone's getting divorced. So that's pretty quick turnaround there, whatever's going on there. Eight of Pentacles coming through. So there's a real desire here. You see how small these cards are? They're really little. There's definitely an energy of here of somebody wanting to put in work, somebody wanting something. I should have the camera down. I'm looking at it thinking, it's a shame you can't see these. Because you can't. Oh, they'll fit on the camera now. How about that? That never, except for I have to work out backwards is frontwards here. Somebody wants something here with you. They want something long-term, marriage, commitment. Four of Wands always talks about stability. For some people, you see this as the twin flame card, the 1111. Somebody wants to put in the work here. Someone's ready to take a leap of faith. So they're not really thinking this out. They just want to dive in. Quite a passionate energy. So you may be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, in particular Pisces with this card. And it is one of the cards that I rarely forget because of the fish in the cup. And we used to laugh about this when I first started doing the readings, because I used to say, oh, here comes some guy with a fish in a cup. This is an offer of love. It's an offer of something here that's going to come to you. Okay, Page of Rods. Wow, somebody's really ready to spread the word now. All right, okay, I can see where this energy is going. We have the Lovers card here. What this feels like, it feels like to me that somebody is ready to open up about something that may have been. I feel that's why we were getting the Moon card coming out with the Knight of Swords to start with. Feel like this has been some sort of secret relationship. And when I say secret, I don't mean, you know, that nobody knew about it. I mean that perhaps this person couldn't talk about it because of their marriage. whatever it was that they're leaving behind. So it's sort of like now it's out and about, they want to talk about it, they're really open. So you've got someone here who's had to be very contained in their feelings and in their life in order to bring this about. This is someone who loves you deeply here. So this is a relationship that has been brought together by the divine. Very strong soulmate energy here. But this person wants to offer now, and they also want to talk about the future and what's going to happen. This person wants to just go for it though. All right, Two of Pentacles coming through. We have a lot of soulmate energy here. We could be talking twin flame energy coming through. Six of Cups, someone from your past here, someone who's returning. Oh, two cards wanted to come out then. Okay, so I have the Seven of Rods coming through, which sort of gives rise to the fact that this person has not given up. They've stayed with this stubbornly. It's something they've always wanted. They always saw you as part of their future. So they're waiting for their ships to come in now. Let's just give it another looking over. All right, so it's possible that you could have someone who has realized a truth and now wants a commitment with you. This can also be for some of you that someone has gone through a divorce process or some sort of separation from a marriage here. For others of you, this could be, as I said, some sort of court case coming to fruition. So if you're waiting for a settlement, some sort of finalization of something. I feel like someone is rushing towards you after perhaps having a divorce. Someone who's been watching you, has maybe been sort of keeping an eye on you to make sure that you're still where you're supposed to be. For some of you here, there's no doubt this is your divine masculine. This is a person who's manifested some sort of relationship with you here. Very, very strong twin flame energy. Okay, so I have someone who's now willing to take a leap of faith. It's like they've put everything behind them now and they have absolute clarity. There's an offer here, very possibly of marriage or long-term commitment, someone who wants to work on the relationship. I feel like there's been some sort of turnaround here, so I'm not really sure for many of you what that means. There's definitely an offer here, and this person now wants to sort of shout it to the rooftops, wants to talk about it, wants to, you know, express everything. Someone who's deeply in love with you here. This is about some sort of balance, finding some sort of balance, coming to some conclusion about this soulmate bond or this bond that you have. So it could be with the Ace of Swords that someone's had a bit of an awakening. I always think with the Hierophant it can talk about, because it talks about religion, it may mean that someone's seen past their own religion, their own culture, their own personal situation to be able to see forward more. The Seven of Rods here is a card of fighting for what you want. So this person has never given up fighting. I want to say to you, regardless of the situation you're in, this person has always seen you as their future, as someone they want to spend their life with. It's a really beautiful reading. Okay, so the Hierophant's just jumped out on me again while I was shuffling. So there's something here that needs to be taken into consideration. I feel that you're maybe dealing with someone who's very traditional. With the Emperor, you could be dealing with someone who has always believed that things need to happen in a certain order for them to go forward. And I feel like they followed that order. So if you've been dealing with someone that that was perhaps in a situation that they were working how to get out of to be with you, I feel that they've had to take the steps. They've done it in an order because they believed somehow or another it had to be done right. But I think they're going to do the right thing by you now. Okay, oh, here we go again. Okay, the King of Swords coming out here. So somebody definitely, and the Knight of Swords, holy dooly, with the Moon. Yep, somebody's here to express to you how they feel, but also to to sort of give you clarity around things that weren't spoken or said. Those two cards came out before, by the way, at the very beginning. So it's someone who's clearing something up for you, letting you know what was going on, what was happening, why, how, all of that stuff. Okay. You've got two cards coming out here, and I had a little bit of a chuckle because I thought I'd use the Journey of Love cards for this one. And I just had a chuckle because the card that came out was the bride offers herself, which is pretty cool. Look, honestly, I've had so much fun this morning with Spirit, my spirit guide, because of their silly jokes and their ways of doing things. 43. And sometimes when I'm thinking or doing things in a certain way, and I get sort of the cheeky responses I do, which is quite funny. There is a sacred offering taking place, an offering of the divine feminine. She is offering herself to the mystery unfolding. This may manifest in a physical way, in that a woman of great feminine wisdom is offering herself to you in friendship, love, spiritual companionship, or service in some way. This may manifest in a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother in the form of life, circumstance, or situation, whether it is immediately recognized as a gift or not. To accept this offering as a bridegroom accepting his bride with love, reverence, and respect will bring good fortune. This oracle offers you a message. Accept what is being offered now. Whether through challenge or an easing of the way forward, there is a gift of grace from the Divine Feminine reaching for you now. Allow her in and be blessed. This oracle also heralds a time of importance in relationship. You have been revealing yourself and not afraid of who and what you are, sharing yourself in a willingness to connect. Your vulnerability and beauty is acknowledged, and you will attract the response you need at the perfect time and in the perfect way. Every bride shall have her bridegroom. So that's very beautiful, isn't it? Okay, so we have the card of falling as well, which is card 14. So let's see what they say for that. Sometimes I marvel at the way that the oracle cards come out. The oracle contains a message for you. You're being called closer into divine union and into the fulfillment of your destiny now. It's safe for you to trust what is happening. Go with it. It might seem you've been asked to take a leap of faith. It's the right timing for that. It's your time to give yourself in love without holding back anything of yourself. Down here for the little poem, which is what I love this book for, it says, "Is it wrong to love, to feel what I hold inside? The answer must wait." Have a beautiful day.